as we come to page 142, a page we normally skip over to close our Kabbalat Shabbat service, and we welcome the angels before we make our table blessings. We're not going to make table blessings, so we thought let's do it now. It's our next page in Siddur. We'll welcome the Shabbat angels together.
Shake things up. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Boechem leshalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon, melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Bachuni leshalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon, melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Seitchem leshalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon, melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And now the Shabbat angels are with us. We'll close our Kabbalat Shabbat service on page 144 with our Chatzi Kaddish. Yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai lai. Yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai. Yitgadal ve'yitgadash Shmei Rabbah.
Amen.
Ve'alma yivrach yiruteh, ve'amlich malchuteh. V'chayechon uve'yomechon, uv'chaye lechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'bizman kariv, ve'imru amen.
Amen. Yehi Shemei Rabbah mevorach le'alam u'lalmei almaya.
Yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'al, v'yitromam, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitale, v'yitalal, shemei lekudusha b'richu. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tishbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'ama, ve'imeru amen.
Amen.
I invite anyone that's following with us to turn forward in your Siddur to page 178, for our Divrei Torah, our discussion, liturgical and otherwise. Today, we're getting back on track with our roster, working our way through the Siddur prayers. We are up to the 7th blessing of the Amidah, the Shalom blessing, peace blessing.
Yes.
So, here's what the Siddur says. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Machat Hasim Leolam, כי אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. ברוך אתה אדוני המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום.
Grant abundant peace to Israel, your people forever, for you are the sovereign God of all peace. May it be pleasing to you to bless your people Israel in every season and moment with your peace. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses your people Israel with peace.
So when I think of peace, okay, well, look, the truth behind this exploration of text here is I actually did a little Google search, but bear with me, I'm not just copying stuff off Google. When Google auto-completes, what does peace mean? And it auto-completed my phrase to in the Bible. I was like, yes, let's follow this text. And what I found was some explanation. Biblical peace, and this is some paraphrasing, biblical peace is more than just the absence of conflict, and it's taking into account, it's taking action to restore a broken situation. And it also says it's more than a state of inner tranquility, it's a state of wholeness and completeness. So there's interesting concepts there. And I thought in preparing for exploring the concept of peace, I asked my nephew, who's currently living in my guest room, or living with me, I should say. We're having a great time in lockdown. And I said, what does peace mean to you? And he says, oh, I guess it's a still mind. I said, I like this answer. And how do you achieve that? He says, oh, still working on it. I said, it's just such a perfect answer.
I love that too. Still working on it.
Still working on it. And I think, and for those that joined us, for Beth and I on Yom Kippur afternoon, as we led a healing service, Taknino, we touched on these very themes about embracing our brokenness, and there's nothing wrong with the brokenness. And there's just a continuous journey of renewal and replenishing and coming back to a state of healing, which never kind of ends. It's just always replenishing. So it's really nice. I liked that concept that my nephew's name is Daniel, that Daniel shared. Always working on finding peace.
I love that. It's so good. I remember growing up, Patrick and I have had similar faith journeys in life, and we've both grown up as children in the Catholic faith. And there's a certain point in the Mass where the congregation would turn to each other, whoever was next to you, and hold out your hands and say, peace be with you. You would shake each other's hands, peace be with you. I'm sure it's different in COVID now. You probably don't shake hands, but peace be with you. And as a response, the person receiving that peace would say, and with your spirit, to the person next to them. And I love that was an introduction to peace for me as a child, like the tiny little thing, just growing up with this idea that peace can be within us, and to work towards it, as Daniel referenced before. Also good to note that before we sat down to do this, I was very frazzled. You know, I had a big sigh to Patrick as we started. I've had a few big days. You know, toddlers, they can be intense. We love them, but they're intense beings. And I just love that Hineinu, or any kind of celebration that we have of Shabbat, any tradition that we sit down to do, subconsciously, it just brings peace into me, and it settles, and just here we are at this point of the service, and I'm not feeling that anymore. So I just think that, you know, everything we're doing can provide peace, and I love that.
And I guess when we step by step, we walk through our Siddur, there's that kind of, we go through each of the Psalms, which represent the day of the week. It's kind of like, okay, we're getting there, you know, just shed off some of the garbage from our week. So by the time we get to Lecha Dodi, we're just getting into the spirit of things. And I think it's that step-by-step process that really helps us, doesn't it, Beth? About, week after week,
Yes.
or month after month, when we offer Hineinu at least,
Yes.
we go through these steps to just calm down.
I think so. And I think it's just ingrained in us now, like somewhere in our subconscious. And just as soon as we get this motion going, it's like, oh, that's right. This is the time to be restful and peaceful. And yeah, I really appreciate that that's part of our faith and part of our weekly life.
Absolutely. So I encourage you, we will be sharing this video through the Facebook.
Yes.
And I encourage you to leave comments, share
what's peace for you?
What's meaning, how are you finding it or not?
Yes.
And
or learning it. How are you learning to find peace?
Peace be with you, Beth.
Peace be with you, and with your spirit, love. Peace be with you.
So that's some Divrei Torah, some words of exploration that we use tonight. And we'll just flick over the next page, actually, to page 80, and we'll close our service with the words of peace, the words of Oseh Shalom.
Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru, amen.
Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru, amen.
Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la.
Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la.
Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru, amen.
Ve'imru, amen.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for joining us. We hope
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
We hope it's brought you peace.
Yes, I hope what we've prepared can bring you a peaceful weekend.
Absolutely. Go for it. Love you guys.
Right. We'll see you in November.
Yes.
I imagine we'll be online, but fingers crossed Beth and I may be in the same room.
It's a high possibility.
High possibility. So we might get some more harmonies happening.
Yeah.
Have a good month. Have a good Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Bye.